All right. I need to do this because just I need to put myself out there. Let's get started. So today I'm going to make myself a personal finances dashboard. So just to see where my money is going, how I can improve it. That's the whole idea. But that's the whole idea. So let's get started. I'm gonna screen record my thing. So ideally I can probably there's a lot of apps out there that can like Pocketsmith or whatever that can sort of track your finances already, but I want to do this for my own reasons, which I'm going to put down here first before I get started off with anything, because I need to make clear to myself why I'm doing this and what I'm trying to achieve out of it. Because without the proper questions to which I want to find the answers, this is not going to go anywhere. So let me define those questions first. So this separate sheet here I've put down questions. So first question is, why am I doing this? Why am I building a tracker? And let's call it a dashboard or a tracker or whatever you want to fucking call it. Why am I doing it? Which part of my finances part of my finances am I looking to improve? What am I going to do what am I going to do with those improvements, changes? What am I going to do with it? What are my plans? My plans. Yes, let's see. Fuck this. Okay, these two, the main questions. As more questions come, we'll add them on. But for now, why am I doing this? To improve my finances, to improve my personal finances. Improve my personal finances because it is a journey. And, well, technically, I did do a business degree, but it's of no use to anybody because obviously everybody knows you can't teach business. So I did it because I wasn't smart enough to do engineering. So fuck that shit. So there you go. That's why I did it. That's why I did a business degree, because I am not smart enough to do an engineering degree. But now as life goes on, I'm trying to see what my interests are, where they lie, and well, trying to learn now what I did not learn in uni. So I mean, they were teaching it to me in uni, but I was just too ignorant to learn it back then. So now I have to do it on my own. I mean, internet's a good thing, isn't it? Because it can help you with all these. And I'm sure a few of you who may or may not watch this may or may not also have these questions. So let's find those answers out together, shall we? Which part of my finances am I looking to improve? So I already started a little bit. This is what I've done. It's not too hard. I've just put down income, which is what this is. All these I've put down manually, and this is just a simple arithmetic formula. Checking is my checking account, because my income lands into an account, and out of which I send half of it, or let's say I guess 34% of it, into a high interest savings account. 500 of it I invest in Vanguard in a few ETFs, which we'll talk about later. And a good chunk, about 30%, goes out for rent. So the remaining 1,100 is what I have to spend, and other bills like fuel and whatnot. Fucking utilities, fuel, insurance, like car insurance, whatever. And then other things. I've got a couple of cats, and then to look after those guys. And then miscellaneous shit, going out, having dinners, dates, whatever. So I'm trying to, my goal from all this is, look, even though I do transfer about 34% of it into a high interest savings account, I end up tipping into it at the end of the month because I ran out of this money. So I end up dipping into a little bit of this to get by the month. So my goal is to make sure that I stick to this to cover all my utilities and bills and other things, and just to stay within my means, do this and then not dip into my emergency fund. I'm savings, so not dip into my savings. I don't want to dive too deep just yet, but not dip into my savings. So so 34% is going to a savings account, 11%, which is 500. I'm looking to improve this as well, trying to invest more. And 30% is rent. Can't do anything about that. Can't bargain and reduce my rent, and the rest of the 25% is this. So yeah. So the questions first: to improve my personal finances, to make sure I am not dipping into my savings account to get by dipping into my savings account. That's one. Set word, forward, wrap or something. Data. This one. Yeah, I know what to do. Format cells. And text. There you go. Much better. Let's do that to this one as well. Sorry. Let's do that to this one as well. Now dipping into my savings account. Try and not try, most definitely improve the amount of money I invest. I just got into investing. I don't do anything crazy. I just invest in a couple of ETFs, which are also known as electronically traded funds. We'll get into that later on, but so I'm trying to improve that as well. I'm trying to increase the amount of money I invest. Yeah. Also, tangential, but I want to get better at using Excel. So, obviously, the reason I'm building myself one of these is because I want to improve at Excel as well. I'm very shit at it, and I'm trying to get better at it. And you only get better at it when you do it, and when you practice it more, you get better at it eventually. So this is my way of practicing it. I can do all this using other apps online, Pocketsmith, and there's tons of others, personal finances apps on your phone as well out there, which will probably help me do this better, but two birds with one stone. So improve my money and get better at Excel. Oh, okay. Which part of my finances am I looking to improve? So I guess I answered a few of these here. I want to improve my savings. Improve my savings till increase is the right word. Increase my savings to 6 grand. Let's call that emergency fund, because my idea is to increase my savings to 6 grand and never touch it again, and not even put another dollar into my savings account. I'm just going to increase it, like save up till about 6 grand. And then my idea is to combine both of these into my investing. So that way this can become 0 and this can become 2 grand. That way I'll be investing about 46% of my income, and that's going to be awesome. So that's my goal. But for now, this is what we have. So ideally, if I stick to this plan, it's going to take me about 3 months to hit the 6K mark. After which I can add this 1500 to my investments, and I'll be able to invest 2 grand a month, which is my goal, which is what I'm trying to get out of this. Because if I'm able to invest 46% of my income, that's awesome. That is awesome. If I'm able to invest 2 grand, if I'm able to invest 2 grand, yeah, how good is that? But right now, the reason I'm saving this 1500 still is because it's important to have an emergency fund in case shit hits the ceiling and we need to fall back on something. Then it's important to have something to fall back on. So that's what I'm trying to do, increase my savings and increase the amount money I invest to 6K. Sorry, 2K. You have a deadline, 3 months. So what is it? 8th of Feb. I get paid on the 14th. So let's say 14th Feb, March, Feb to March, March to April, April to May. Let's say 14th May. 14/05/2025. So that's my goal, and that's what I'm trying to do. The reason I'm fucking recording myself and doing all this shit is so that I think it can help me stay accountable. I'm hoping it will. So this is what my plan is. So this is the checking account. So let's get down to it. So I've downloaded this from my Commonwealth Bank's website. So this is the account which receives all my salaries and everything, and this is from which I spend it out. So this is where I receive it. From here I send part of it to my high interest savings account, and then all of these are the accounts which I have with internally, and the only one that's relevant is this one, because this is my daily account which I use to spend all my money on a daily basis at, let's say, coffee or whatever, groceries, fuel, all of that. So few of my bills go out of my checking account directly as a direct debit, and few of them go out of here. So I have to consolidate it all into one, which I will eventually work on. For now, and this is the base. This is my base settings. So I receive about 4,300 a month from my job, from my 9 to 5 job, out of which I manage to, but I don't manage to, I try to save 1,500, but I eventually end up dipping into it. So at the end of the month, it's about, like, realistically, I end up saving 1,000. If I only save 1,000, let's see how much percentage, because this is the realistic number that I end up saving. And yeah, this is the realistic number that I end up saving. But ideally, I want this to be 1,500, so that this is what I'm trying to go for. Because if I'm able to keep this at 1,500, that's gonna mean eventually that'll mean eventually I will be able to hit my goal at the end of 3 months of trying to increase my savings up to 6 grand and increase my money. So that'll in turn let me invest that thing I would otherwise save. So yes, that's what I'm trying to do. This is it for now, I guess, because I don't want to push these too long. 15 minutes is a good start for my first video. And let's call this base numbers. Checking account daily and questions. It's important. All this shit's important. Now you'd think it probably is not, but it is. So over the coming days, weeks, whatever, we'll try and build this up. For now, we're here. No formulas here. The only formula is here. And Control T to make this a table. And this one, it's easy. I can show you how I've done it. So select all of this. I guess insert, pie chart. That's it. And double click this text. What was it, right? Oh, no. It's called income breakdown. It's formatted a little bit, make it look pretty. Jesus. Percentages is good. It's good. So I made a mistake because I selected income. I shouldn't, because that's going to show up as a percentage. I only select these three because this is what I want. This is the breakdown of this. So insert. There you go. Much better. Ah, fuck. There you go. I don't monochromatic because it's like too fucking confusing. Let's skip this. There you go. That's that. So eventually I'm gonna turn this into something nice and you're gonna be along with me for that one. So that's that for now. And yeah, do more